Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please be joined today by Brad Niva, the Executive Director of Travel Southern Oregon. Good to see you, sir.
Great to
Thanks
see
for
you.
being here.
Thank you.
So in case anybody doesn't know, what exactly do you do at Travel Southern Oregon?
What do we do? We are actually the official sales department of Southern Oregon. So we work under a contract with the state of Oregon and the state tourism office, which is Travel Oregon. And we're a staff of 4 people, and we do promotion throughout a 5-county region. So we do Douglas County, Josephine County, Jackson County, Klamath County, and also Lake County. And sometimes we're buying ads in major magazines, sometimes we're doing marketing, sometimes we're funding trail building, we're consulting wineries. We do a little bit of everything, but always under the plan to increase tourism here in Southern Oregon.
Okay, and so you've been in the position almost 2 years. Before that, you were in the rafting business, you were in the wine business. Sounds like you got your hands in a lot of pots there. How important is travel to Southern Oregon?
I think it's very important. I mean, it is a huge economic driver. I mean, back our last numbers, which were 2017, the visitor spending in this 5-county region is over $1 billion. $1,058 million is happening annually. It's generating over 12,000 jobs in these 5 counties. So I think it's incredibly important to do. At the same time, it's not a heavy lift. We have some really good natural assets, great rivers, great mountains. We're 6 hours north of the Bay Area. We're close to Portland. We're a great hub for vacationers, and it's not a hard thing to sell. So when you have Oregon Shakespeare Festival, the Brit Festival, Crater Lake National Park, I mean, why not do it? Because it's so easy just to sell what we are and who we are.
Okay, and you mentioned the most recent numbers you have are 2017. Of course, I have to ask you about smoke in 18. Those numbers aren't out yet. Is there a prediction you can give me, or what can you say about how that affected?
Yeah, smoke is a great concern that the industry has. There's no doubt about it, and so we see it affect our visitor experience, and we also see it affecting our businesses now, especially businesses that have now had to go through it multiple years. When I was in the rafting industry, every 10 years we figured the Rogue River would be affected by smoke. That's not the case anymore. It's almost every year or every other year, and that's a hard hit on a business. But in general, the numbers, our new numbers for 2018 come out in April, and we're excited to see those numbers. We had a phenomenal spring, so we're thinking we had really good numbers. Yeah, no doubt about it, August and early September was a hit. And we were lucky enough to work with the governor's office and Business Oregon to get some short-term loans for some of the businesses that struggled through that. And with that, we now have a new study that we'll have the results out in April called a smoke perception study. Just what do visitors think about Southern Oregon? And is there a place now that because of the smoke, they may or may not want to come? So we're trying to measure that as well. But smoke is here to stay for the time being, and we as an industry have to learn and grow with it.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. We're going to hear with Brad Niva, the Executive Director of Travel Southern Oregon. We're talking about tourism here locally. What would you like to see that could advance tourism?
Oh, boy. Well, from an executive director position, funding, we as a regional tourism office are funded through the 1.8% lodging tax. But there's 7 people like me around the state, and Southern Oregon, unfortunately, does not have a tourism funding model that's separate than what we get from the state. So it's one of our projects right now is to really start working on having more money in the bank account so we can actually do more promotion and bring more people to Southern Oregon.
Okay, and we were talking during the commercial break about extending the season, if you will, kind of avoiding those difficult summer months where smoke might be more of a factor. Mm-hmm. How do you go about that process in getting people to come, say, raft in the spring or in October?
Yeah, so what we're trying to always do is what we call extend the season. And so that is to try to take the seasonality of tourism and kind of spread it out over the course of the year. We certainly know families are going to vacation June, July, and August.
Sure.
That is a given. Challenges with smoke in August, of course, is what's been happening now. But what about increasing more of our visitation in March and April and May and more people in September, October, November? We all know living here, this is a spectacular place in the spring and the fall. So it's a great time to visit. So a lot of our marketing efforts now are shifting from instead of promoting summer, we're promoting those shoulder seasons. And that benefits the restaurants, the hotels, and all of our local economy when we could get a bump in our visitation.
Okay, I'm curious, quick question. Do we get more visitors from the Bay Area or from Portland?
Great
You have
question.
to choose now.
No, you do. Majority, at least the numbers that we track, is a significant amount come out of the Portland area.
It's closer.
But the Bay Area is a close second.
Okay. All right. Just threw that at you.
No,
I was
you have
curious
to.
about that one. All right. Good to see you. Thanks so
Hey,
much for being
thank
here.
you.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.